Michigan Wolverines and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Russell. He's got him. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown time! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Underwood. Taking a shot on the first play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that
oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground with the counter. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Look out, he's got room. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's 3rd and 5. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Russell on play action. With the catch, it's Rodgers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Russell. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That's caught. It's Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They go play action with Russell. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Oh, they're after him. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now the pitch.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go play action with Moore. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They've got a first down here to open the period. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Dante Moore starts to scramble to the left. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Working that left side. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Right on the money. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Keelan Russell. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Again, it's Russell. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They want to run this quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. hustle. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the fumble.
Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing more. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Crosses the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Moore to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Finds space on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away. First down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays.
Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too...
Got a little grass. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Russell on play action. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Russell. They've got the screen set up. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Moore to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Hooks. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Now here's Moore. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Moore. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Right? He's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some first downs, and march down the field.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. He'll pull it down, looking for room at the 30. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison. There's a crease. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Ducks with the answer.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Dante Moore looking to buy time. He gets it in there for the 2. Hard to believe they didn't settle for the tie, but they take the lead here in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Keelan Russell. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Late in the game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up? Just a few seconds ago, it was the offense coming up with a big play offensively, but how about the defense answering with a sack of their own?
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play? Late in this football game, offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They feed him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He'll keep it on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Nice move there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. They believe they can run right here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of
welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Reed, right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Reed. On target. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Texas A&M going up tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble.
There he goes! And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The run inside. It's Owens. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Going to the run. It's Owens. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Kill it.
Throwing Reed. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the counter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Russell. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Throwing Russell. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, this is absolutely domination early by this team. We've seen the early touchdown. And David, how about the defense now coming up with a massive pick six, and all of a sudden their opponent is completely reeling, and we just barely started this game.
That just started the game, and all the momentum swings to one side, and now you got to find a way on this possession. You got to get the football back, and you got to do something with it. You got to get some of this momentum little by little, but so far, this is a dreaded start.
Might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a short pass to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Kick is in the air. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Reed. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Win.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first to say mark it at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
528 Cruz. 528 Cruz. Kill. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Reed looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
After the run, now to throw. Hauls it in. And into the end zone. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback.
Hey, kill it. 674, take off. 674, take off.
Here's Reed to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Russell. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Making side adjustments here. Keelan Russell. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tide ready to roll on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm...
Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Russell. He lofts one down the sideline. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. New coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half.
Kill, 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Running inside. It's Owens. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
674, take off. 674, take off.
He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Hey, kill it, kill it. 776 captain. 776 captain.
Throwing Reed. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half.
Hey, kill it. 949 rock star. 949 rock star.
The run inside. It's Owens. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Aggies have moved it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Owens. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
4th down, Reed. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've got